there was a ton of poison ivy. Oh my goodness. What is this? I've never seen anything this high and wild before. Hey there.
What's up guys, it's Crosscuts, and today we have an absolute banger for you guys. The front yard is where things are light work, but the back is crazy. Look at this, it's insane. We're about to spend a good 10 hours absolutely transforming this property.
There's bamboo, there's small trees, there's like massive tall grass. This is the most crazy thing we've ever done. And if you aren't subscribed, like,
Come on.
so buckle up and let's do this.
Woo!
Ah! So we are hacking away at the absolute jungle back here, and I'm gonna show you guys. So this is all bamboo, and if you see, there's a little shed peeking out, and that gave us some hope because I thought this would go on forever. But I have yet to see a fence back here. Like, I see the remains of a tree that got chopped down. I don't know if you guys see that. And then I see that shed. But from what it looks like, the bamboo might just keep going. And so it just gets more dense and more thick. And eventually, I don't think we're gonna be able to mow it. So, like, judging by the neighbors' backyards and everything, we're gonna try to get as far as we can into the bamboo and clean up everything. But I don't know if we'll even find a fence back there, and I don't know if we'll be able to remove everything. Also, another thing is right here. This is just like a pile of bamboo from, I guess, this probably got cleared out like last year or something, and now all of the bamboo is growing back. We're gonna be putting anything into that pile, and it's not that aesthetic having something that big just sitting in the yard, but the pile is already there, and it'd take way too much for us to like haul it all away. So we're just gonna put anything that we find, like tree trunks or anything, in that pile right there. That's what we're doing right now. I hope you guys are enjoying this video right now, and let's go. As we were mowing this, Jay realized that there was a ton of poison ivy all over this fence line. It got on his face and his arms, and it all started burning. So he's about to head home and take a shower with some Dawn. I'm gonna be left here to, let me put this on before I get any oils on it. And I'm left here, and I'm gonna have to continue cleaning up, but thankfully I'm pretty protected, and I've never had problems with poison ivy before, but I'm gonna take any measure that I can to stay safe, because I do not wanna get blown up with poison ivy. So it's kind of scary, but we'll see what happens. A quick update on the poison ivy. We ended up both having issues with it. I ended up having it all over my stomach, as you can see here, but Jay ended up getting some on his face and neck, so he actually had to go to the urgent care and get a shot for it. We both ended up making a full recovery, but that was by far the worst interaction that we've ever had with poison ivy. Let's go. I'm a big boy. Yes, sir. I might need a chainsaw for this one. Whew. We got out today at around 9 a.m. and we were hoping to finish in a couple of hours. And right now it's 2 and we've been working all this time. And so far I did this area right here. We still have a lot of work there. This huge forest behind us, there's a lot of work here too. We have to get this shed, make it see some daylight. We got to clean up all these areas right here. And so we had some plans for this afternoon. So we're gonna have to call it a day for now and come tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll finish up everything and make it look amazing. So that is it for today, guys. We decided to split this video into 2 parts. So next week we'll be posting the second half of this transformation. You aren't gonna wanna miss it because we find out what's inside that shed. We end up pulling down some crazy vines and you even get to see a mistake that will cost us hundreds. We hope you enjoyed this video and we cannot wait to see you guys all next week. Peace.